Okay, so new little learning for the day is power. Power is the rate at which energy is transformed from one form to another. So rate is one of those words we have to be like real particular about. Rate is talking about like how fast something happens over time. How fast, right? Fast in inverted commas, because it's not the speed that it's moving at, it's the rate at which it's happening. So rate, aka how fast it happens, what we're talking about is how much over a certain amount of time. And so if we come across to the equations, that's exactly what the equations show us. Power is change in energy over time, or another way of thinking about that is power is work over time. What's the unit for power? Watts. That was the joke, right? That was the big joke. What's the unit for power?
Yes, we know Logan.
Yeah, get it.
So labelling up our equations, we've got power in watts, symbol is capital W. Change in energy is the same as work. Remember that work done is the amount of energy that's transformed from one form to another. And so change in energy, work, same thing. The T is the time over which that change in energy happens. The thing you have to be careful of with power is that there are going to be two equations on your formula sheet which are both capital P equals. The other one, we haven't covered it yet, but the other one is pressure is force over area. So that's the clue for you about which one's power and which one's pressure. It's not going to show you on the equation sheet which one's which. You have to logic it out. So if you know that power is about energy and time, you're never going to get that confused with pressure. That's about force and area. So just think about what does power mean. Power is about like energy. The more watts that it's got, the more power it's doing. So if you're buying a car, one of the things you might look at is how powerful is the motor, like how many kilowatts does the motor of the car produce. If it's got more kilowatts, that means it can give you your kinetic energy faster, like you can accelerate from rest to 100 kilometers per hour in less time if you've got a more powerful motor, because you can do more work in less time, or the same amount of work in less time, or more work in the same time.